Hello, welcome to the weekend preview show where we take a look at the best games happening within the European top five leagues, and we'll be talking extensively about the El Clásico, the El Gran Clásico, whereas the two Spanish giants, Barcelona, coming up against Real Madrid. But then also in the Premier League, there's also a big one. Liverpool, after dispatching Chelsea, they'll be up against Arsenal in the Premier League, and Chelsea themselves, after losing at Anfield, they will be at the bridge and they'll be facing Newcastle United. But then there's also a big one in the Serie A, as Juventus up against Internacional. So it's a weekend of big games, and we'll be, talking about these games and see which teams have got the upper hand and which players we should be watching out for to make the biggest difference in these two games. Mind you, in last year's Clásico, it was one man that stood out. It was Jude Bellingham. But this season, we've seen very little of him so far because Kylian Mbappe has taken all the shine. But my pundit will be, telling us more about what to expect from these games. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and then also you can join the conversation in the comment section. And what do you make of the Gran Clásico, Liverpool up against Arsenal, and other games featured on this podcast? Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, man.
It's last weekend we saw it was a blockbuster when Liverpool played against Chelsea.
Yep.
This weekend Liverpool again and then slot, against Arsenal, a wounded Arsenal side. And let me start off with you first. It should be the biggest game, aside the Clásico. You should be looking at Liverpool Arsenal and be like, see, this could be the game.
That is going to be the game, and that's going to be a defining moment for the two sides, right? Because these are the two teams that are chasing Man City. These are the two teams that are going to make it difficult for Man City to win the league. So how they do or how well they perform on that day is going to determine who has the upper hand when it comes to the chasers, right? When I say the chasers, it means that who has the upper hand when it comes to dethroning Man City. And per what we've been able to see so far, both teams are fantastic. Both teams have been able to show their credentials as well, title challengers. But the match prior to this match, Arsenal did not do well because they were a man down. Liverpool was able to get a win against Chelsea. They did not really play particularly well, but the most important thing when it comes to difficult and tough matches is the fact that you get a win. But against Arsenal, it's going to be a different proposition altogether. Arsenal has lost the game. Liverpool has lost the game against Nottingham Forest. But on the day, the most important thing is going to be how Mikel Arteta is going to urge his players to have a calm demeanor, to have this relaxed atmosphere, because realize that they are under a lot of pressure to perform, not necessarily against only Liverpool, but throughout the season. For the past two seasons, they've come in second. So the third season, are they going to come in second or are they going to come in third? Or are they going to be true challengers to Man City? On the tactical front, we all know that Arsenal lines up in a 4-3-3. But you see, the problem with that 4-3-3 is that you only have one pivot, who is Alexander Partey. When Arsenal has the ball, then it means that Declan Rice becomes a natural number 8 or a number 10 going forward. Without the ball, he comes to partner Alexander Partey to become a 2 pivot. The problem with that is that you don't have momentum, or you don't have an overflow or an overlay in the mid-third. Saka is also injured, so they are playing Raheem Sterling on the right flank. Raheem Sterling is not in the form of his life. That is going to make it difficult for opposition defenders. The problem then is that, are they going to rely on Martinelli or Kai Havertz to get them the goals? That has been a big part of their problem this season. The fact that they don't have a natural goal scorer who is going to bang in the goals. They have Gabriel Jesus, who is not a natural goal scorer. So in as much as they might play well, where are the goals going to come from? You then shift to Liverpool, who are going to play a 4-2-3-1. They have two solid defensive midfielders, not in name but in practice, to the extent that they are even thinking not to go in for Zubimendi no more. But you see, one thing about this Liverpool setup is the fact that they've got experience, they've got energy and experience combined. But one factor that I think is going to edge them above Arsenal is the fact that they've got a better understanding of what it takes to win matches. Under pressure, under the most difficult situations, they're able to have calm heads. Against Chelsea, they could have drawn or lost that game because Chelsea were tormenting them. But they kept their composure and they were able to defensively become astute. Against Arsenal, are they going to be astute? Are they going to be able to solidify the base? That I know that they can because they've been able to show that. And then going forward, they score a lot of goals as well. You know, when Salah is in the midst, when Diaz is in the midst, and you see, this guy too is also coming to the midst. What's the name of the Uruguayan? Nunes. You see, when Nunes has a day, he's a fantastic centre forward. So I believe that with everything being equal and constant, it's going to be a difficult game for either side, but I expect Arsenal to triumph.
Wow. Quickly on the Arsenal, Liverpool game. You think Arsenal have got what it takes to, upset Liverpool?
It's going to
clearly Liverpool will be favourite going into that game.
The mature team wins on the day for me, and I think Liverpool has got that. They don't care caressing the ball, playing with the ball. No, we are going straight into business. Let's win. Let's get a win. Let's grab the goals and then move on to the next one. Arsenal, are they going to be disciplined enough on the day? It's going to be a very, very heated game because between the two is 4 points separating them. Arsenal has 17 and Liverpool has 21. So if Arsenal wins, it's a plus for them because they get to closing the gap and then hope for Man City to also drop points. And then if they lose, it's something else because they'll be going back and then the likes of Chelsea and Tottenham or Spurs will be chasing them down. And then if draw will be the best result for both for Man City in particular because if Liverpool draws, Man City wins, they are going on top of Liverpool with 2 points. And then they'll bid on that. Manchester City, they even won the league with 1 point before. So it's something they'll be looking forward to. Arsenal has enough quality to match with Liverpool's quality when it comes to the field of play, player for player, position by position. I think I'll rate Arsenal as a bit ahead of Liverpool, considering how their coach has been able to transform the team. You see, a player like Saliba is in the conversation of being the best defender in Europe, even when we still have Virgil van Dijk playing at his peak. Ben White has been solid at the right back, and then even Zinchenko is on the bench. Gabriel Jesus is also on the bench. So you see, it tells you the kind of quality they have. You have Thomas Partey, who's been on and off a bit, because I know Thomas Partey very well. He should be doing more than what he's doing, but at least he's playing very well. He's sat Jorginho on the bench as well. And then their source of goal is not from just one person. Kai Havertz scores today. Tomorrow it's Trossard. Trossard can just come from the bench and then bang in the goal. You saw that from Liverpool as well, because Jones and Co are also scoring. And then midfield, it's going to be a midfield battle, and then the best on the day wins. And then Gravenberch has been an absolute insane form, bossing the midfield, box to boxes everywhere. So it will be a battle between Thomas Partey and Gravenberch, and then we see who gets the upper hand. It would also Mo Salah cutting in from the right side. If I don't know who Arteta will play on the day. If it's going to be Zinchenko, then he has a lot of work to do.
It could be Calafiori.
Calafiori, yes, he's a tackler. He's typical Italian type of defender. So that will help. Will help much more. And then I'm very convinced Douglas Luiz will be fit enough to start that game. So you know what it means. If this place is not clicking, the other side is clicking. So I foresee a draw game. I don't think.
You think no one will walk away with 3 points?
Yes.
All right, let's quickly move to the Spanish La Liga, where there's a big one coming up. The Clásico. Wow. Last season, it was Madrid doing the double over their arch rivals. This season, the status quo has changed a bit. Barcelona looked like a rejuvenated side, playing some good football. Top of the La Liga. No one saw that coming, but yes. You think they have what it takes to win this one?
Absolutely yes, because even in the absence of some key players, they are striving for results. They are doing very well. They are not scoring less than 3 goals in recent matches. They won 5-1 or 4-1. Just
5-1.
Yes, 5. Yes, just days ago. Then Madrid are just squeezing results, like they are managing games.
But isn't that where the advantage will be? A team that's really struggling but still getting the job done.
Is there an advantage for them than a team that gets it done easily, effortlessly? They just go in banging goals, and then pick the maximum points. And then see, few months from now, nobody would have thought Barcelona would be at the apex of the league log, in the expense of even Atletico Madrid or what Real Betis did last season, and then Real Madrid. But here we are, they're on top of the league. So they know what they are doing. I want to commend the coach very, very well. Hansi Flick. He's done a fantastic job. He's giving them room for them to play their own football. He is not restricting them. You have the talent, play what you know how to play.
Should Don Carlo be worried? Should he go into this game frightened? Because he's one of the best attackers.
Surely he will be worried. He's even worried. No, he's not that. He's frightened because a team you never expected to give you that much of a competition is already giving you competition and then pulling your nerves and then pushing you to lose focus and stuff. He just granted an interview saying that he'll be sending Bellingham back to his normal position, the position he played last season. That tells you that he's even confused. He doesn't know the favorite position of Jude Bellingham. And then he said the trial error is over. Now go and play out. So where does Mbappe play? If you're pushing Jude Bellingham forward, where does Mbappe play?
Then perhaps he plays Mbappe together with Vinicius in front.
Their previous game, they relegated Rodrigo, one of their best players, to the bench. That tells you that Real Madrid are still work in progress. So Barcelona will pick up the maximum points.
You think Barcelona?
Yes. They'll win this match.
First, he's predicted Barcelona to win the Clásico. A team that, yes, you wouldn't say are flattering to deceive because we are just, the season just got started. But you think they still have enough quality to beat Don Carlo's side?
Betting against Real Madrid is like betting against death.
It's certain to happen.
It's certain to happen, you understand? I mean, no matter the hurdles, no matter the constraints, no matter the problems that Real Madrid are facing, you realize that they are always getting the job done. Yes, they might not be fantastic, they might not be, swashbuckling, they might not be, entertaining, but at the end, what's the essence of football? The essence of football is for you to get a team maximum points. So the question is that if at the end of the day, Real Madrid is not playing that well, but Barcelona have not been able to stretch that points gap, but it's only 3 points. What if Real Madrid comes to gear? What is going to happen? So yes, Madrid are having a bit of a problem. I don't know whether it's tactical or technical, but it is not tactical. No, it's all about the information or whether it's an informational overload or how to lay the players on the field because you've got so much attacking talent. Where do you place them? You've got Vinicius, you've got Rodrigo, you've got Bellingham, you've got Mbappe. Where do you place them? To the extent that what's the name the young champ they signed from Brazil,
Hendrik
is even agitating to be starting games, which I think is going to be far-fetched. But you see, these are teams that are totally different when it comes to style, when it comes to function, when it comes to ideology, when it comes to mentality. Madrid has got a mentality that supersedes that of Barcelona. They realize that even if you are not functioning, even if you are not playing well, you are going to be a functionality. We're going to get the job done. And the job being done is the fact that you're going to get 3 points. But you see, Madrid has got experience, they've got exposure. Barcelona has got a youth on their side. When it comes to the tactical angle, I cannot necessarily compare Hansi Flick to Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti has seen it all, but so has Hansi Flick. He's won the Champions League, he's won the league in Germany. So yes, I can comparably compare the two of them. But you see, one thing about the El Clásico is that form does not necessarily matter. On the day, the team that is able to interpret their rules very well, the team that is able to stay disciplined, the team that is able to have a tactical understanding better than the opposition is always likely to win. But when it comes to the form guard, I expect Barcelona to have the upper hand. But is that going to be enough for them to get a win? No. Do you understand? Why no? Last year, even when Madrid were not playing that well, they were able to do the double over Barcelona. Yeah. Come the new season, they are still not doing that well. What is going to happen? If Barcelona comes against Real Madrid and they are able to interpret their role, if they are able to exert what they have been able to do over the past 6-7 matches, then it's going to be difficult for Madrid to get a win. But if Barcelona is not able to accept their ideology, then I think that Real Madrid is going to get a win.
Have you seen a red card in this game?
No, I don't.
How many goals do you think this game can produce?
I don't think we are going to have a lot of goals. It's going to be a cagey affair, so the goals should be at the minimum.
All right, but who's winning?
Well, I think Madrid has a slight advantage when it comes to them being more functional than Barcelona.
And your man of the match?
I think it's going to be Mbappe.
Red card?
No.
No red card.
No.
How many goals?
2-1, 3-2.
2-1
3-2,
in
yes.
favor of?
Barcelona.
So you say Barcelona is winning?
Barcelona win.
Your man
yes.
of the match?
Gavi.
Kavi. Interested. So that's with regards to the El Gran Clásico happening over the weekend. Quite a big game coming up. Mbappe could have a taste of his first ever Clásico. Last season, one man stole the headlines in both home and away fixtures, and that's Jude Bellingham. He's really started the season slowly, but guess what? You'd never bet against the Englishman to get a job done. He's a big game player. He's always proven to be a big game player. But what's your prediction for the Clásico? Earlier on, we spoke about Liverpool up against Arsenal, another cracker in the Premier League. What's your prediction for that one as well? We'll be back with a review show with regards to what happens in this game. My name is Josiah Bai.